All right, we are at the drying bench, and this is right behind the cure stations and everything. So, last couple pictures I posted there on the Facebook page, we did some Macs, we did a bunch of other stuff that were going. Almost all of those tested out fine. We've got a Mac DM600, which is really small. I've got a couple test prints I've had to redo on that one. The Mac DM 800 you see there, that is also just changed from 124th to 125th scale. And then this is the finish out of the Mac R700. I did the hood without the grills and the lights, and then printed everything else out separate. Back in the back row here, this is the finished um, Mac Cruise Liner. That's everything else that you'll get in the kit. You've got your interior, your tanks, your battery boxes, lights, exhaust. Sliding over, this is the 72 Ford cab over, the 82-inch. Just reprinted the cab, everything printed fine, everything printed in scale. I just reprinted it with the Ford emblems there on the front. And that's everything else there that you will get in that kit. Moving up here, already seen those guys. Bouncing up here, what you have is the day cab right here. This is the uh, Road Commander day cab. And then in front of this, you have the white WHT 64L, maybe something like that. Um, they're 88-inch cab over. All that printed really well. So still need to go back through and cure all this, remove the supports, and then go back in and measure everything, make sure all that's good. Back here, right in this little window right here, this is the Mac Value Liner with everything that you'll receive in the kit. I do have two more sleepers to print. I had a failure in one of them, and I just cleaned it, cured it, threw it away. There's no, wasn't any sense to put it out here. But this is the Value Liner. It's ready to go. I know my camera's kind of shaky, sorry, but that is some great detail on that. That's really, really sharp. Let's see. That is the Mac Pinnacle. Trying to think. CH 613 maybe. White Freightliner FLD 120. In its test, that is scaled down, I do believe, 54%. So that should turn out pretty good. Right there, you have the Kenworth 110-inch Aerodyne sleeper. That'll be ready to go. Right up here up front in the front row here, these are just some kind of add-on packs. That detail parts that I printed, I did lose a piece. I'm not super happy about that, but that's my fault. You can tell the angle just wasn't there, and it just stuck to the vat, which didn't stick to the vat. It didn't stick to the plate. So, and then there's the two Fords from the latest releases from Yahoo, the Ford 800 and the Ford F8. Super cool looking kits. Super happy with those. Finally, back here in this corner, this is the Freightliner Coronado, all printed out. This is in 125th scale. We'll get that all cured and taken off the supports. See how all that goes. What do you got there? I done forgot. The Cascadia is sitting there. That's what that is. And then up here up front, that is for me. That is the Hayes HDX. I did the air tank for the Pacific project that I'm working on, and then I just wanted to go ahead and print the cab and the hood frame. There's still fenders and stuff that has to go on. because one of my next projects will be a Hayes truck on the Pacific P16 chassis. That's almost the basic same chassis. For modeling anyway, there might be some discrepancies, some differences in the real thing. I'm going to put the Hayes on that, and then we'll go from there. Should be a pretty good build. And what we have here in front, these are some interiors that I have scaled down to fit the white Road Commander and the white WHL64T. I think I said it backwards or four out of God, I don't know. It's not the correct interior, but it's an interior. Those kits don't come with interiors, but I think for the sleeper version, one should fit, and then for the day cab version of each one, you should be able to cut it right behind the indentation there where the seats are, and that should fit in there perfect. We'll see what happens there. Again, these just printed overnight yesterday. I cleaned and cured them this morning, and then all the printers are running again for another round of test prints. Like I said, great time off. I did shut down to get all the customer orders done before our vacation is in full swing. So actually spending the time well, still working, still getting things done. That's what's up next. Or it's up on the bench now. What I have to do with all this, again, is I will go in, I'll knock all this off the supports, and then I'll go in and measure everything. Everything measures out, and everything is in scale. I will then go in and print all of the interior bits, tanks, anything else that comes with it. All that will get printed out and reduced down to that scale, and then all that will get printed. I think you saw the other day this stuff here, the WT 9000 cab was printed out. This is the interior for it. Same with the cruise liner. That's the process that I use. I won't move on to the next process until these pieces are in scale. So, what's in the printers right now? Let's walk by and look. Sorry, I got my garbage shot in the shot there. Actually, almost every one of the Anycubics running right now, they are running the over-the-top Volvo. That is in all 8 Anycubic printers. All in 1/25th scale. All the standard cabs, all the over-the-top cabs, that's what's running on all the Anycubics. Actually, and then down on the Saturn Ultras, down on the bottom, I've got the Peterbilt 386, and then over here, the Volvo day cab. And then I have a Ford LTL 9000 day cab and hood in this one. Over here, we have the GMC General day cab and hood. Next one up, the Mack Anthem. One of my favorite trucks. I'm a huge Mack fan, if you haven't guessed. But I think the Mack Anthem is one of the toughest looking trucks out on the road right now. They're just gorgeous. The T800W cab and hood, and then down there on the monsters, you have T680 cab, hood, and grill on one, and then on this guy over here you have both 1974 WT 9000 Fords, both 82 and 52 inch cabs. Again, that's one of the best things of those Anycubics. Not only can I print anything tall, like all the chassis and stuff, I have room to print all that stuff now. I can put multiple plates and multiple pieces on. on those. So that is what is going on in the shop right now. Everything is looking good, and then the glass there. Sorry about that. That's the glass from the 82 Ford bus we just printed out the other day. So next week, I'm pretty sure all of this will scale out, and then next week start printing out all the innards for everything. Anybody has any questions or comments, just drop them down below. Again, thanks for all the support. Hopefully everybody has a great weekend, and then we'll see you here in a while.